Hello everyone, welcome back to Zippec Productions. Often hailed as the land of dreams, from Hollywood to Silicon Valley, California has its share of challenges hidden beneath the glitz and glamour. Join us on this video as we uncover the hidden truths behind the unique set of problems facing the Golden State. Let's kick things off by discussing California's geographical isolation. Picture this: towering mountains, like natural walls, separating it from neighboring states. Then, there's the colossal desert that extends for hundreds of miles, creating a harsh, sparsely populated barrier. This geographical isolation, combined with its iconic coastline, has effectively turned California into a geographic island within the United States. Now, let's rewind the clock. California obtained its statehood in 1850, and at that time, it was a world apart. To journey to this golden state, people had to traverse oceans, forests, and deserts. In fact, California's early interaction with the rest of the nation was primarily through ocean travel. Steamships would embark from the East Coast, winding through the Caribbean, dropping off passengers in Panama. From there, they'd have to make their way by foot, horse, and boat to reach California. This adventure was the fastest way to cross the continent in those days, taking about 30 to 40 days. The lack of reliable communication, due to the absence of telegraph lines, further isolated California from the rest of the country. This geographical disconnect has economic consequences as well. While the rest of the country benefits from a network of oil pipelines that allow for efficient transport of resources, California faces unique challenges. Those imposing mountains and desolate deserts make extending pipelines a logistical nightmare. As a result, California heavily relies on importing crude oil from foreign countries, which, coupled with stringent environmental regulations, contributes to the often higher fuel prices seen at the pumps in the state. The notion of isolation doesn't just stop at geography. California's uniqueness is further exemplified by its agricultural inspection system. While driving into the state, travelers aren't met with immigration checkpoints, but rather agricultural inspections. These checks aim to prevent invasive species from entering the state. The fact that California can maintain such a system with a degree of success underlines its natural disconnection from the rest of the continent. Shifting gears to wealth, we find a fascinating phenomenon in California. The state's economic epicenter lies within Silicon Valley. Just to put this into perspective, the combined GDP of Santa Clara, San Mateo, and San Francisco, the core of Silicon Valley, reaches an astonishing $725 billion. To give you an idea of the scale, that's closest to Poland, the 21st largest nation globally, home to 38 million people. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. California's tech giants, some of the world's largest companies, are headquartered in relatively small cities. Google calls Mountain View home, Apple resides in Cupertino, and Netflix is stationed in Los Gatos. These cities, with populations like 82,000, 60,000, and 34,000 respectively, operate under the jurisdiction of small, hyper-competitive local governments. In fact, San Francisco, the city you might be most familiar with, isn't even the largest city in the San Francisco Bay Area. San Jose boasts a population of 983,000, surpassing San Francisco's 815,000. This city and town division is a unique trend in California's urban landscape. Now, let's delve into one of California's most pressing issues: homelessness. In 2022, the state had the highest number of homeless individuals in the United States. Of the 582,462 people experiencing homelessness nationwide, a staggering 171,521 were in California. To put this into perspective, that's nearly 30% of the nation's total homeless population. Even when you account for California's large population, the state still outpaces the rest with 44 people experiencing homelessness per 10,000 residents. The homelessness crisis in California is closely intertwined with the state's housing crisis. California has primarily focused on expensive permanent housing projects, which, although necessary, have been slow to develop. This has left a significant portion of the homeless population living unsheltered, out on the streets, in tents, cars, and campers. Resistance to zoning changes and housing projects has also contributed to the challenge of addressing this crisis. The difficulty of constructing new housing in California extends beyond the homelessness issue. The state is entrenched in a housing crisis due to its high cost of living. Despite ranking as one of the highest average income states in the nation, when adjusted for the cost of living, it plummets to 48th. It's an unusual situation, primarily driven by the state's strong economy. The California dream has played a pivotal role in shaping the housing landscape. This dream, often associated with owning a single-family home with a lawn and pool, has led to opposition against high-density housing and has been a significant impediment to change. This creates a challenging dynamic where local governments resist housing projects, and the state struggles to balance the dream with the reality of housing needs. Now, let's explore some unconventional ideas. There have been whispers of California's secession or partition into smaller states. While these concepts are fascinating, they face significant practical and political hurdles, making them more of a talking point than a realistic solution. You see, California is, without a doubt, an exception within an exceptional nation. Its unique problems are distinct from any other state or region in the world. The state's character has led to a call for inventive, tailor-made solutions. And this California exceptionalism concept mirrors the broader notion of American exceptionalism. The belief that unique challenges require distinctive solutions is inherent in the American spirit. From state to state, each place encounters its own set of demanding exceptional responses. In conclusion, one can't help but wonder, can conventional solutions solve California's unconventional problems? The key lies in finding a balance between innovative policies and pragmatic solutions to address the state's complex challenges. California's array of problems is as diverse as its stunning landscapes, and finding solutions isn't going to be a walk in the park. We would love to hear your thoughts on California's unique challenges and how you believe they should be tackled.